Good morning. So I spent last night in a car park that I found near the aqueduct, the Sillock, I think you pronounce it, the longest, highest navigable aqueduct in the world. That's a mouthful. Anyway, I spent the night there, quiet night, heard a lovely tawny owl this morning, which was great. And then I had a little search for a leisure centre for a shower. Now, I've mentioned before that I do have a shower in my van. I tend to use it all the time in Europe, but in the UK, if I can, I'll use a leisure centre just because it's easier, saves my van getting steamy and saves me topping up with water. So I came across, I rang up, I always ring ahead, rang yesterday to the Plasmadoc leisure centre near Acrefair. You've probably noticed I had to pause then because I had to look at my map for the name. I've probably got that wrong. My pronunciation's rubbish, sorry. I try and remember and I Google it, but by the time I come to talk about it on camera, straight out the head. Anyway, spoke to a lovely lady who said absolutely fine to come and shower and they just want a donation. So here is the leisure centre. Shower was good. Wasn't the hottest, it could have been hotter, but hey ho. So I dropped a donation in their box because they didn't charge for it. Free parking, no height barrier on the way in, so fantastic. So hair's still wet, but hey ho, nice and clean. So let's get on the road and see where I end up today. Oh, I've just remembered something I was going to show you. These. Have I got the camera right? My new wind deflectors. I've wanted some for ages and put it off, and eventually I got some. So that'll enable me to open the window when it's raining, still get an airflow and not get the rain in. How fantastic. So it's stopped raining at the moment. I'm hoping the weather stays dry. Stick with me, let's see where I end up. So I've just spotted this, Historic Alleyways of Oswestry, Star Passage. Doesn't look very inviting, but let's go have a look. Ooh. Slippy bricks. Okay, so it cuts right the way through to the other shopping part. As per normal, the old spray painters, graffiti artists, if you can call them artists, have struck. So yeah, you can imagine in days gone by, some nice old lamps up the top here. In days gone by, people rustling through, going about their business. Still drizzling, which is a blooming nuisance. Oops. So we've got various shops, etc. Charity shops as well, which I've just been in one already. Big old building on the corner there. A little bit of calm from the traffic. So I got waylaid a little bit in, it's a shame to see the empty shops. I got waylaid a little bit in a charity shop, as you do. But hey ho. Well, that's interesting up here, let's have a look. Not quite sure what that's about. I can smell nice food coming from somewhere. It's really quite dodgy trying to not dodgy, quite tricky trying to dodge people. But this is a nice square. Oh Jesus, comes a lorry now. Oh, up and over his roof. Nice building. A little bit of sunshine. Old pub there by the look of it. And I've just spotted Da, 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 da. Oh, another little church up there. So much to see. A George VI postbox. Yay. Quite a few little sort of alleyways leading off to something. Well, I ran out of time, and so I've had to come back to the van, move it off the street. Luckily there was a car park literally next door for Iceland. Maximum 2 hours for customers, so I've just popped in. Tight car park. So luckily I've done what I've always mentioned to you, park where you know you can get out. So what I've done is I've parked right opposite the exit. So quite tight there and here, and you have to bear in mind when other vehicles get either side of you. So happy with that spot. Just hope that with the driving that I've seen going on that nobody bumps it. Anyway, breathe a bit now. So Iceland, there you go. So I've got myself back into town. The big building I showed you earlier, I'm going to go in shortly. It's a museum and it says it's free. Happy days. I'm videoing this for no other reason than the doors match my fleece. No, it's a lovely building, look. Oh, a nice quiet area, away from the hustle and bustle. So I think this is, I saw a sign for the castle mound. I'm presuming it's here. Yes, it is. The castle grounds were opened to the public 24th of June 1890. Okay, so first mentioned in the Domesday Book 1086. Probably built as Motte and Bailey. Depiction of what it would look like. In 1398, King Richard visited the castle whilst passing judgment on a dispute between the Earls of Norfolk and Hereford. Oh, they were always falling out, weren't they? When the Civil War broke out, the town backed the Royalist cause, and the castle town walls and their ditches were all strengthened. The castle was attacked in 1644. And in the late 1640s, the castle and the town walls were slighted by Parliament order, so they were no longer usable. And it's just started raining again. Oh, goodness. The thing is, it gets my phone wet, which isn't good. We've got the top, see if there's a view. I'm guessing we won't see a great deal because yet again, it's getting misty because it started raining again. Up, up, up we go. I'll go left, I think. Here's yew tree. If you remember, I said that the belief is they ward off evil. There's a lot of red brick over there. Right up the top now. I shouldn't have eaten that orange chocolate club. I just grabbed the first thing I could see. Far-reaching views. The remains of the castle, and they are remains. Oh, that's interesting. Recent archaeology has confirmed that the mound is not man-made but a glacial deposit, similar to other outcrops on the outskirts of Oswestry. Wow. Gosh, that's amazing. God, and it's really high as well. So lots of information boards, which was great. This tells you all about the last hurrah, so to speak, in 1644. That's one huge roof and one heck of a lot of solar powers. Solar panels. Nice building over the back there. And that's a nice building. That's going to be the museum, etc. that I'm going to go in. There's some birds. So yeah, that is really fascinating. And this is a glacial deposit because it's just like a great big man-made mound. You learn something every day, don't you? Wow. It must have been amazing. They certainly could see all around what most castles were. That's what they did, wasn't it? But yeah, what a view. Actually fairly clear out there. So let's have a look at the museum. So far, yeah, I'd say Oswestry is a nice place to visit. I shall sum up at the end. So it seems I won't be going in the museum because it's open Wednesday, Friday and Saturday. Big market hall there, and on the sign that I passed earlier, it actually says on the sign the days of the market, which I think is a very good idea for people visiting the town. Can't remember what it said now, but it is in the video somewhere. Let's have a look. There we are, market, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Right, which way to go next? Down here and left, I think. I've been up here once. God, just here I can smell some gorgeous food. I think it must be coming out of this pub. There's another one of the figures up on the corner here. See, always look up. Okay, so left it says it's just the bus station, I think. So yeah, probably won't bother with that bit. So once you get away from the main drag, so to speak, the traffic isn't too bad at all. I've just found a quiet area here. I want to dodge people all the time. So, charity shops, and I've got to say they're really good value here, really good value. They've got like sparkly party dresses for £3 and £4. I've just bought a nice dress for £7. You can't go bad with that. Look at that. How lovely. And then down there as well, another one. Fascinates me how they're all bent and bowed from the wood. So there's all various bits and bobs. So when you go to a town, village, city to explore, what are you looking for? What what interests you? So for me, it's mainly the beautiful old buildings like that, things of history, historical places, some shops. I love my charity shops. And just, yeah, to have a little wander really. I'm not massive into shopping. I used to enjoy it. That was when I had a house, and I still would, but I've got nowhere to put the stuff. As it stands, I've got, I don't know if I even dare mention the amount of shoes I've got in my van. I think I'm somewhere near 24, 26 pairs. I know, I don't want anything in the comments saying, good God, what are you doing? I know. Hey ho, I will have a sort out soon. So, what have we got here? The Fox Inn. Look at this place. All ready for Halloween. Either that or the customers are dying off. Walking through the garden, there's this lovely park and bandstand at the back. And this is a garden of remembrance. There's a statue here, I'm going to show you in a second, Wilfred Owen. Have a quick look. Wounded in combat in 1917, diagnosed with shell shock. He was awarded the Military Cross for bravery. So here's the statue. Oh, isn't everything gorgeous when the sun's out? And then I'm going to, it says keep off the grass, but I'm going to turn the camera to somebody sat on the bench here. Lovely area, isn't it? I'm going to pop into this churchyard. So, apparently Wilfred Owen the poet was born in Oswestry. Wait for people to pass. Oh, I love the sunshine. I'm hoping I can get in here on the left. Sun's at the wrong angle, unfortunately. Look at these lovely autumn colours, like little copper coins. The old stone wall. Okay, let's go around to the left. Oh, blinded by the light. There's a song there, isn't there? No path around the church. I'll just go on the grass then. Holly there. Sometimes you see berries on holly and sometimes you don't, and if I'm correct, I believe it's the female holly that has the berries and the male doesn't. Managed to get around the other side of the church. Gives you a much better view. I love clocks as well, particularly on like church towers and weather vanes. I'm just going to come over here because I saw this very, very impressive stone cross. Oh wow, everything keeps taking my eye. Wonder what that hole there was for. What is for? Trying to read the writing. John Owen Thomas Brown, William something Edward Wolfe, Wardens 1692. Gosh, yeah, that's fascinating, that hole. If you've got any idea, put it in the comments please. I hate seeing stuff and not knowing what it is. Look at that, it's so tall, wow. Way up there. Beautiful stonework. And here, that's the old schoolhouse. Lovely black and white. Just going to have a little look at this notice board. Oh, my feet are getting wet. The grass is wet. Old schoolhouse. Eat, drink, enjoy. Oh, the food smells nice. Oh, it's got good food awards on the side as well. Yum. 1631, I think that is. Gosh, I love to see the old the way they did the wood with the round pegs. There's a word for it which I do know, and it's totally gone from my head. Never mind. The food smells delicious. Little map of the town so you can see what's what. Wow. The food really does taste, that's wishful thinking. It smells, oh, it smells like spotted dick. That's what it smells like. No strange comments please. It smells like, oh sorry, bread and butter pudding it's called, isn't it? But yeah, that's what it smells like. Oh, delicious. Oh, Monday and Tuesday closed. Oh dear, dear. Typical. Lovely colours. So that's a nice little corner to explore. I'm going to go down here now. Oh no, I'm not. I'm going to go down this alleyway. It's annoying me what that's called now with the joints like this. It's fabulous though. It'll come to me. I wonder if there's any bats up there. Ah, 1631 it says this side. This gate was formerly the entrance to Oswestry School. Founded by David Holbach or Holbach in 1407. Goodness me. There's a nice black and white on the left, just to give you a feel for the place. There's no actual river in the town, but apparently to the southwest there's the River Morda, if I'm pronouncing it right. I've never heard of that, I've got to be honest. But again, every day's a learning day. And as I mentioned earlier, it's a border market town, 5 miles from the border of Wales, so there's a nice sort of mixture really. It's got a nice feel to it, definitely. Nice big hotel there. I must say there's some lovely flower displays here, there and, well, frankly, nearly everywhere. How gorgeous. So it's nice, it's got a feeling that that it's looked after, and that, you know, the residents have a feel of pride, hopefully. That's the impression it's giving. I know an awful lot can depend on the councils of the area, so it's always very hard to say, isn't it? There's all sorts of shops, the big shops, the independent shops, the charity shops, yay! Cafes, yeah, I think you could get near enough anything you needed here, to be honest. Pretty good. Another lovely holly tree. Oh, I'm loving this blue sky. Back past the gardens, so if you've got a dog, the park at the back's huge. I've got to be honest, I didn't see any signs saying whether dogs were allowed or not, but I'd be surprised if they weren't. So pretty in there. Oh yeah, it just says all dogs to be kept on leads, so yeah, I take it that would be for the park as well. How lovely. The leaves are falling now. That's the area before with the statue. So yeah, I like doing these vlogs because I like to try and give people an idea of areas, because I love it myself. When somebody says to me, oh, you ought to go to so-and-so, there's this and this, I'm like, oh, right. And I'll drop a pin in my Google map with a little gold star, so that I know when I look at the map, if I'm in that area, that somebody somewhere has said, oh, you need to go and look at that. And then I'll have a little look at it. So that's what I do, because I'd never remember all the places otherwise. And what I also do is the places I have visited, I will drop a map into my Google map, a pin into my Google map, like a blue one. I don't know how you do different colour ones. I'd love different colour ones for different years, but I don't think it's possible. But when you click on it, it tells you the year you visited. So that's what I do, because I love looking at the map going, oh, I've been there, oh, I haven't been there. This is my first time here. Sometimes I have gone to a place without double checking, and as I've been walking around, I'm like, oh, I've been here before. But it doesn't matter as long as you enjoy it, does it? So I hope I'm giving you ideas as we go, and a feel for the place, whether you would like to visit or not. So I've concluded my tour of Oswestry. For me, nice place to visit. I'm glad I came here. Plenty to be doing, plenty to see, and so yeah, it's a thumbs up from me. On to where next. So heading towards Powis Castle. So I'm back into Wales.
Take the next right, then you will arrive at your destination.
So I've sort of done the borders of Scotland on my last route, and I've done the borders of Wales on this one. I think it's open at 4 o'clock, so I've got an hour and a half to have a look around. Wish it would stop raining, but hey ho. See what this one looks like when we arrive. Another day, another castle.
You have arrived.
Oh, I haven't though. Haven't decided where I'm stopping tonight yet. I'll look when I come out of here. I just drove through part of Powis town and it looked quite nice, but I don't think I'm going to have time after this to look around, but we'll see. Wow. Wow, there's some beautiful hedges on the left. This could well be it. I love seeing the big old trees. I found that's another thing I'm interested in, the ancient trees, and I found out recently there's a website where they're listed, so that's interesting. I missed one at Chirk below, but never mind. Okay. Ooh, little narrow one. Nice lake on the right. Wow, it's some driveway. All traffic to the left. Now look at that there. Wow. How huge must that have been? Wonder what sort it was. I'm guessing oak, but I don't know. You don't seem to get a good view of the castle as you approach, which is a shame. Wow, it never ceases to amaze me the amount of people that are in the car parks. Okay, what's this sign say? Caravan and motorhome parking here on the left. I'm the only one. There's a diddy little one over there. Oh, there's some big trees. Lovely. Do me. And here is Powis Castle. So it's about 20 to 3 and I've just been told that the doors to the museum and the castle shut at 3 and then I think it all closes at 4. So it's going to be a hell of a rush. Anyway, we'll see how we get on. It's all these little things, isn't it, that can sort of mess your day up a bit. Slightly spitting with rain again. But at least I've got about today. Whew. So I'm not sure where I'm going to stop tonight. I might stop here in Powis, but I need to be in the West Midlands tomorrow for midday. By the time I post this, of course, it won't be live, so I won't be there. There's no point you coming looking in the car parks. But yeah, as I mentioned once before, I get quite a few messages, oh, where are you now, you know. And I don't want to I won't give out my live location. And people need to realise this. You know, I'm travelling on my own, single female, and you've got to be careful. So take note, please. I don't put things up in real time. I'd never put a post up or a vlog up saying, oh, look at my park up tonight, and then post it. I just won't do it. And sometimes the posts I put up, huffing and puffing, can be a couple of days old. Maybe it's slightly longer. So, yes. Phew. So there's a garden down there as well, and the garden gates lock at 4. So if you get here late, do the inside first. Oh, that's a beautiful statue, and then do the outside afterwards. Very pretty. Look at the beautiful ivy, or creeper, not sure which. Anyway, that looks like a cafe. It's the way in, little coffee or whatever thing there. Lots of outside seating. I don't know if we would just get up here to show you the view. Yes, I think there's some steps here. Wow. Feels quite mild at the moment. My battery's nearly flat, so I've had to plug in a battery pack, so I'm juggling all of that. I just hope you realise the lengths I'm going to keep you entertained. How lovely is this? Nice and still today again. That down there will be part of the gardens then. Lovely. More yew trees. Fabulous. So I just had a quick look around the castle, all on a bit of a rush because they're going to close the doors. Really interesting, apparently no photography. I don't understand why. I've mentioned this in my other vlogs, when if you're not using flash, I can't see any point. And my camera's a devil, it seems to go off on its own sometimes. So unfortunately, or accidentally, I may have some photos. But anyway, there was a very impressive display of taxidermy of hundreds of various birds, all, you know, all songbirds, every bird you can think of, seabirds, everything. Really interesting. I picked out loads I'd seen. However, they weren't curated very well. So there was a book, it was a very dimly lit room to stop them fading, I guess. And the book, it said cabinet 5 or 6 or 7, no numbers on the cabinets, so it was hopeless. And no numbers on the actual exhibits. So you had to study the picture, try and figure out what was what. And the ones with the lots of little birds, there were so many, the pictures were tiny and you couldn't see them. And I was chatting to a lovely lady and she totally agreed with that. So that was a shame. So the castle shuts its doors at 3, you need to be out for 4. The garden doesn't shut its doors until 4. So I'm in the garden, it's just started raining again. But lovely colours. Try and avoid the people. Here's the castle. It reminds me very much of a castle I went to. Oh, I can't remember where I was. It began... you couldn't go in the castle or the house. You could only go in the gardens. It began with B. Somebody reminds me where I've been. Where was it? I can't think. So distant views way over there. Some beautiful colours. Oh, these are lovely. Ah, I did think it was a dahlia. Yay, go me. Is there no end to my talents? And these are very nice. I love these. I don't know what they're called, but they're beautiful. So this is Powis Castle and Gardens. So yeah, I think it was, oh, now don't thingamajig me, but I think it was either £17.50 or £18 admission if you weren't a member. As you know, I'm a member. So I'm trying to visit as many places as possible before my membership runs out, because it was a gift somebody bought me. I'm not sure about renewing. I'll see. As I mentioned also in the past, some of the places, which for me, the whole thing about having it is during the winter you can get indoors and look at things. A lot of the places are closed for restoration and upkeep, which is, you know, personally what I would say, why not close parts of the house and still leave other parts open to visitors during the winter? Somebody's ringing a bell. I don't know why they're ringing a bell. Probably saying to get out of the garden. I'll probably get locked in. And the rain's coming down. Lovely formal gardens down there. Beautiful mountains in the background. What a fabulous view they had. Come on, the sun's trying to come out. Yay! So just a final view, and then I think I'm going to get off and decide where I stop tonight. How glorious is that? Anybody know what that mountain is there? I'll be interested to know. Drop it in the comments if you would, please. And from my last video, I'm still trying to find out what the sign on the wall of that cottage was. Little tiny white sign with H something or other on. A couple of letters and numbers, I think. So I hope you've enjoyed this little vlog. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, why on earth not? Hopefully you'll decide to subscribe, and if you'd like to share, comment, etc., that'd be fantastic. I'm trying to grow the channel, also trying to get the word out there and for people to enjoy all these beautiful places and subscribe and see how things go. Thanks.